Hi, I'm Leopoldine and welcome back to the Mindful Shift podcast. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad you are joining our tribe. This podcast is designed to help you create your best life. Are you ready to overcome any obstacles and get your manifestation? One-on-one coaching and so much more is available in the link down below in the description. So go ahead and sign up with me. Today's podcast will be a bit different than usual. So let me ask you something for a start. What if trusting yourself is all you have left right now? And what if it is actually enough? I started trusting myself the most when I hit rock bottom. And recently I was reminded of that. It wasn't because I had all figured it out, but because I had nothing left to lose. And when you have nothing left to lose, why not bet on yourself anyway? We spend so much energy thinking the worst about ourselves, having arguments daily about ourselves. I'm not good enough. It's too late. This always happened to me. I don't have what it takes. I cannot get what I want. It never works for me. But what if instead you choose to flip the script? What if you tell yourself every single day, I'm going to make it. I am enough. Everything is always working out in my favor anyway. Everything always goes my way. Everything will shift for me. And that's not delusional. That's intentional. That's literally the law of assumption also in action. You don't need evidence. You don't need proof in your reality. You just need to make a firm choice in your mind to stick to that new dialogue, no matter what. To make the decision for yourself that everything you are going through right now is growing you, is working for you. It's not breaking you. And most of us didn't grow up hearing every day or a lot, I'm proud of you. You've got this. You're amazing as you are. You're enough. But it is our duty to start telling ourselves that anyway. Because if you want a different future, if you want things differently for yourself than what it is right now, you need to think differently now, starting now. Present moment by present moment. So of course, maybe this chapter of your life hurts. Maybe you're in pain. But one day, you're gonna look back and say to yourself, I am so glad I didn't give up. I'm so glad I persisted. That version of me didn't give up. It held, it rised, it leveled up, and that changed everything for me. So imagine being a version of your life or of yourself where you didn't grow up with all the fear or all the doubt and shame that your family unintentionally passed on to you, no matter through education or history, no matter how. Telling yourself, don't do this, you will be judged, don't do that, that's not correct, that's not how it is done, that's not what's right, be careful, people might judge you for this, that's not polite. And if that didn't happen, we probably wouldn't be the version of ourselves we are right now. We probably wouldn't feel so embarrassed or so not confident about ourselves, right? We literally and more possibly would have been the best version of ourselves. So I want to ask you something that you need to ask yourself. How much about what you think about yourself isn't even yours? That insecurity, that self-doubt, that fear, it can be conditioning through your education or even generational. But there is a good news. You can unlearn it. You can rewire your brain. And the law of assumption reminds us of this. When you choose a new identity for yourself, your reality shifts. And honestly, most people in life don't believe in themselves. Most people are scared of being cringed, of being judged by others, of how others perceive them. But if you can become more confident, more trusting in yourself, someone who can simply decide what is possible for you, then you're already one, bestie. And let's talk about something real too. Your environment matters. And it's true, don't forget, your environment, no matter it's people or where you live, is also a manifestation. You manifest it even subconsciously, but your surroundings influence your mindset, and you've had every right to change that too. And I would invite you to do so, because if people around you are constantly projecting fears and doubts or just negativity in general, for example, it will wear you down. It will affect you, especially if you are usually affected by how other people think about you or things in general. So don't forget to protect your peace as well. You can also manifest a different version of them. But if you don't want to, you can change your surroundings. And surround yourself with people, even if just online, who are reflecting where you are going, not reflecting where you've been. So now, let me tell you, it's not too late. You're not too much. You're perfectly enough as you are. And you are just peeling off what was never really yours to begin with. That past identity that was never meant to be yours. How often do we hold ourselves back just because someone else cannot see our worth? And yes, they do act like a mirror. So it is time also we acknowledge and see our worth. And of course, here is the thing. The law of assumption is about what you think on the most, what you focus on. Your reality will follow that type of thoughts. The state of mind you return to the most naturally. So if you believe consistently you're worthy of being here, of showing up, of being seen, of being understood and heard, that's exactly a state of mind and the state that creates your reality, your current reality. But if you keep waiting for permission of your reality, of others, and you shrink yourself, and you're letting judgment shrinking yourself or have an impact on you, you give it power. You are also blocking your own purpose. And bestie, no one is really stopping you. It's only the voice inside you, the argument in your mind that say, who do you think you are? And that voice needs to go. So stop fighting and defending yourself against every opinion. Someone is calling you cringe? That's fine. That's only their opinion, their view. Let it pass. That's not who you are anyway. If you decide that's not who you are, do not give it power. Because the more you resist it, the more you focus on this, the more you give it power. And for what anyway? That's a loss of your own energy. And your energy, your time, your thoughts, are way too more precious for that. They are expensive. You can even think your thoughts is money. They are expensive. How do you want to spend them? You need also to start validating your own self. I told you before, and I will tell you again, that is so much more important. And of course, you are allowed to feel emotions. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to be angry. Remember, emotion doesn't manifest anyway. They are just meant to be felt and pass through you. That's it. Let it move through you. Feel what you need to feel. They are just meant to be felt, not to stay. It won't last. And then move forward. Move on. Because you're not here to shrink yourself, to be less just because of other people or your reality. You are here to be seen. You are here to shine and live your best life. So take up that space. Do it loudly. Do it softly. Any way you want. With the version of yourself you want to be. And just don't let anyone, including yourself, convince you you don't deserve it to. And if you want to live big, to live your best life, share your voice, create, love deeply, do whatever feels good for you, you need to start to get comfy with the version of yourself you choose, the one you desire, that new identity. And honestly, that's your real freedom. And when you assume your worth comes from somebody else's approval or comes from your 3D reality that needs to validate you and what you think, you gave it that power over you. You gave your power away, literally. Stop doing that. But when you choose yourself again and again and again, when you walk around in your life like I am magical, and the word, my reality, will caught up with that real soon. It's happening already. You are starting doing that to create from that place, that mindset. And sometimes what we think we want from a past identity fall apart, so something even better that is aligned actually with the identity we choose for ourselves to be able to come true. Something even our past self or past identity couldn't even imagine. So here is the truth. The version of you that has already the life they want, your best life, that version exists and is real already. You are not chasing it when you manifest it. You are becoming it every single time your thoughts aligned with that new identity. The more you stay in that new identity in your mind, the more you embody it. Think yourself there. Sit as much as you need to, like a reminder for yourself. Act if needed, or even if you're inspired to. You don't need to be chosen. You can tell yourself you are. But the truth is, you just need to choose the version of yourself that is always chosen. In fact, you need to choose yourself. And that's when you are always chosen anyway. So I know it is maybe hard for you right now. And all you are seeing is the struggle, the pain, the hurt. And it feels like you are stuck in a loop with it. But please trust me, this isn't happening for no reason. This was just your past identity. And you can take it as your growth phase. You need to choose again the better version of yourself, the one you truly desire. Because maybe right now, it is time to reconnect with you, figuring out what you like, what suits you, what feels good for you, how to take care of yourself in ways you have always deserved. This is literally your moment to come back home to your own self, to give yourself some grace and love. And trusting yourself, believing in yourself more, is also moving on for you. Do it for you. Letting go of a situation, of some detail, of some control isn't about making yourself suffer. And of course, you will miss that past identity. You will miss that comfort zone. Even if it was painful, it was a comfort zone. And you will miss it, of course. But your future self, the identity you desire, deserve more than that. You deserve more than that. And that version of you deserves peace, happiness, respect, and even certainty, consistency. So give yourself some grace, please. You don't have to revise your past if you don't want to, if you want to own your past. But you always can revise your past if you want a clean slate. That's always possible with manifestation. It really is up to you at the end of the day. Both choices are perfectly okay. And when you let go of what's been draining you, your past self, you are making room for something better. And please trust at least that. Nothing can come in if you are clinging onto your past identity and think consistently from that past state. Flip the narrative. Make it always in your favor, because it is, as long as you think so. And trust me, you are growing, bestie. Right now, even if it feels tough, you are becoming someone that will look back one day and say, I handled that like a king. I handled that like a queen. And that's who you are becoming. Someone unstoppable. Listen, bestie. Honestly, you are not going to fail yourself. You cannot fail. And even now, sometimes I look at who I've become the last 2-3 years. And I reflect and I'm like, thinking, wow, I became the version of me, that younger me, that my inner child was begging me to become. The one who shows up. The one who doesn't give up when it's hard. The one who makes her feel safe again and again. Who chooses herself again and again, no matter how hard things can be sometimes. And I know you are becoming that version too. You are becoming that girl. You are becoming that guy too. You are becoming that person. And every time you get up and choose again, you are choosing yourself. And that is very powerful. It's taking your power back. And that choice, every time you make it, is building trust within yourself, is building your confidence, is building you believing in yourself more. And that's something you should be proud of. I'm proud of you for doing it every time you do so. And one day soon, you're going to look back and realize your inner child is finally safe, and it is safe with you. And you will be so glad, you will be so grateful that you persisted. Because at the end of the day, no matter what happens, you need to choose yourself. Stop comparing yourself to others. Your path is yours. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be exactly like other people is. It doesn't have to be like mine. And what you desire cannot pass you by. It's yours. You're not too late. And you are right on time because you think so. And if you start trusting more, believing more in your power and in your worth, start to observe and watch how your world, your reality will shift accordingly to that. And that's law of assumption, bestie. What you assume to be true will become true for you. So start thinking from the version of you that already has it all. Literally think it. I am that version. I am the kind of light this world didn't know it needed. I am already the person that has it all. And keep showing up for yourself every single day, even in baby steps. That's enough, because you are enough, just as you are. You're not done yet. There is more magic in you. I know it, and I know you know it too. And I cannot wait to see it unfold, to see you creating your best life. You got this, bestie. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Remember, it's not the end until you get what you want. Have an amazing week ahead and take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!